Welcome to my channel. My name's Kristen, and today I just kind of wanted to do a bit of a chat video while I'm working on this family portrait. And it's kind of going to be a little bit different than my last few videos, but I just wanted to talk about what it's like running a small business and kind of all of the difficulties that come along with it, but also all of the things that I love about running a small business. So in my small business, I design and draw, illustrate custom pet portraits, and recently I launched family portraits, which was so much fun, and it has honestly pushed my art skills to the next level. And it actually pushed me to use a new pen inside of Procreate, which has really changed my style for the better, and I absolutely love it. So, to get back on topic of the ups and downs and the difficulties of running a small business, I want to start by saying my business didn't start here. It didn't start with pet portraits. It actually snowballed into that from making original animal stickers. But eventually, people started asking me to draw their pets, and it just kind of kept rolling down into this hill of me exclusively doing pet artwork. And I love where it has gone, and I love what I do every day. How I run my business is that I live and work from home, and I take care of my two young kids. They are 6 and 3 at the time of recording this video, and I homeschool our 6-year-old on top of running my business. And our business is currently our only income as a household. My husband was laid off from his job almost a year ago, last October, and has been struggling to find work. So I've been covering everything with my little art business, and it's honestly been a struggle, but in a really fun way. And I love what I do, and it's been worth learning how to make the business grow, learning what people want from me as an artist, what kind of custom designs they're looking for. So it's been a really fun challenge. One of the biggest challenges with working from home is finding some quiet time. So when I'm drawing, it's really easy for me to put on some headphones and let my husband take care of the kids while I'm working at my desk. But to record these YouTube videos, it definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to get good snippets and do the voiceovers. So, one of the biggest difficulties with running your own business is building confidence in your ability to continuously bring in orders, bring in sales, and keep that income flowing. And it honestly took me a long time to learn how to be confident in sales and to just really listen to my audience and know what they wanted from me as an artist, and to know when the time was right to start increasing my prices. That was probably the hardest thing for me because, especially in the beginning, I didn't feel like my art was good enough to start increasing my prices. And it's really taken a long time to kind of get to that stage where I felt like my custom work definitely deserves more of a wage, because it is starting to take more time because my skills are improving in the way of detail and shading and how to make it look more like the person or the pet and really give it that personal touch that I wasn't giving in the beginning. So it really took time for me to realize my skills have improved, and it's time to pay myself what I deserve. to figure out in the beginning, and that's totally okay. Sometimes you can realize that your skill level isn't quite where it needs to be charging what the people you aspire to be like are charging, and that's okay. And honestly, that's probably a good place to be. You can start getting people in at that slightly lower price, but you should always make sure you're charging what you deserve. So always make sure your material costs are covered, and really think about what you want to be making on top of that material cost. But other than that, like starting out, it's really important to just kind of feel around in the industry. Like if you're comparing yourself to people who've been doing it for a long time, like some of the people I follow have been running their businesses for probably 8 to 9 years now, and I've been running mine for 3. So it all takes time and effort and a lot of learning things the hard way. And that's okay, because when we learn something the hard way, we tend to remember it better than if we learned it the easy way. The easy way being like taking a class or reading an ebook or reading a book written by a millionaire, you know? So sometimes we have to learn those lessons the hard way, but it's definitely worth it. And as long as you don't give up on this, then you'll keep progressing and you'll keep improving and you'll figure out what works for you. And you'll definitely get there in the end. And I definitely don't want you to give up. This hasn't been easy. And like I said, there's lots of ups and downs. Knowing when to increase your prices, knowing when your skill has improved enough to be confident in those prices and confident in selling. Selling is a huge thing. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on some selling tips. I've taken a ton of business and selling courses and classes, which have definitely helped me improve my selling skills. So I totally don't mind sharing some of those tips with you if you would like. But yeah, so everything takes time. If you're here listening to me ramble about running a small business, just know that those first few years are definitely rough, but it's totally worth doing. And I know you're going to get there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me during this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!